Okay, hi guys. Sorry for the delay, but I'm here. So I'm just gonna tweet out that I'm streaming, and I'm just gonna go with it. Streaming now. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna continue episode 3. Yes. And then I think since no one is here, I think I'm just gonna pull up the well, someone's here. Someone is here. Hello, one concurrent viewer. How are you doing today? So I'm just gonna go over here and go and look for the thingy. Pull up the thingy. Yes. Okay. Pulling it up right now. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, this says October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Right and law offices. Okay, I don't think I read the other stuff, but yeah. That rocked. See you in hell, medieval magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What, Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old. Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office, I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Red & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Yeah, October 16, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick. Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes, they're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. October 69, 22 a.m. Red & Co. law offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. Dr. Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids TV show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Red & Co. law offices. What? Nick. It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Okay, we're gonna move to the detention center. October 16th, detention center visitors room. What's wrong, Maya? It's him. It's the in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder at least once, maybe twice. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Sorry. But he definitely did it murder at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? You're disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got that part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Sniff. Wah. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Okay, so talk to Will. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. The Steel Samurai. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick, how could you say such a thing? I am so sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of New Old Tokyo fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. Sniff. Ooh-ah. I see. New Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? The Powers alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? Sniff. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Okay, so back, and then we're gonna move to the studio. October 16 Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, so sorry, we're lawyers. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security, and it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers. Tourists, I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today, something horrible happens Wasting your time. Don't you have jobs? Or do lawyers not work like the rest of us? Okay. She talks way too fast. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey, listen when you're being spoken to. Oh, listen when you're being spoken to. Use today. Okay, yeah, she was talking way too fast. Okay. The studios. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Whoa, wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Oh, but 10 years ago now, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too. He was Hammer, the victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Will Powers. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Okay, Mr. Hammer. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's not enough to make you cry. Reason for suspicion. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So you want to go to the studio? You had to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him, but Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. He was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Okay, so... we're gonna move to the detention center. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. Where's your suspect? Sniff. Okay, so we're gonna talk to him. Your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? Well, what? No, I never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby, but the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. Well, what? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry, Sniff. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once, and she'll never let up on you. Or she got some nerve. do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers request. Document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Okay, so we're gonna move to the studio. Okay, we're gonna present this to the lady. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Anyway, you may pass. Only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. Guide map, okay. Guide map to Global Studios. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move to the studio. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal. You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective, I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth is in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Gumshoe. Investigation. So how is your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more direct with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report. Jack's autopsy report. Time of death 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Okay, the security lady. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Decisive evidence. What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Okay, let me see any comments. No comments here. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Okay, so we need to examine. Let's see. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want you to keep the non-employees out. Okay, so let's examine this. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. Okay, let's look at the camera now. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Okay, let's, we're gonna move. Oh wait, nope. Oh wait. Back. Okay, oh yeah, move to studio main gate. Okay. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Okay, let's talk. Photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Reason for suspicion. The guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right after 2:30, see? The only one I see go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one, If he's not the one, what did it? I don't know who is. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe. It was you? Yeah, ha ha ha. Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest. Back in the day, making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Automatic camera. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check it every day before going home, I do. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Okay, we're gonna do this. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. Okay. Back. Move to employee area. October 16 Global Studios employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay, we're gonna examine the plates. No clues here. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, slide is right here. Okay. We're gonna go to the plates. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Okay, move to the dressing room. Oh, wait. Back. October 16 Global Studios dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Okay, so we are gonna examine, we're gonna examine, this bag, right? Okay. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says, Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean borrow. Okay, card key for studio employees grants entry into Studio 1. Okay, let's examine the cameras. Oh wait, no. Okay, we need to move outside. Oh wait. Oh. Whoops. Wait, okay. Sorry, okay. Employee area. Studio. To outside. Okay, examine the door. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key was borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in. She was way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Okay. And then we're gonna move inside. October 16, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate didn't die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay, examine. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Okay, so we're gonna examine the cameras. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you. No touching that. I'm sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't get envy. I don't envy you. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Okay, so we're gonna talk. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Oh, only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP going into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Will Powers. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation on Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha. That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Okay, sensing someone. So you sense that some other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, option. Oh wait, no, I need to go back. And then move to the studio. And then move to the main gate. October 16 Global Studios main gate. Okay. What, you're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Okay, so talk. Assistant's claim. What, I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 o'clock p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek. Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her, she's not even a full-time employee. Are you youngins? Oh, okay. Yeah, she talks way too fast. Grar. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Okay, examine. We're gonna examine the computer. The computer that runs the studio's security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Okay, ST1307. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the only one who wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers photo taken the gate between the entrance and the studios. October 15, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Hey Nick, can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah, we'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? To be continued. No. October 18, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Okay. So it looks like there's a day 3. Oh, no, there's like 4 days. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th... Oh, that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Okay. Oh, wait, oh, here, okay. Skip it. I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Samurai spear. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? Why aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their name. Wendy Oldback, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Okay.
Objection!
She talks too much. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, say I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay, witness's testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 o'clock. Poor old Hammer and the rest has been doing a run-through since this morning. I will had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 o'clock p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Cross-examination, witness's account. Okay, so... it was Powers... Okay, so I'm gonna present the picture. Okay, present. Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying this yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? We are talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is it? What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai Defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old back, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Knows the old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windback has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Okay, the man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Cross-examination of the man in the photo. I never say anything. Okay, so I have to skip to this part. And then, press. Okay. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. The samurai spear, the murder weapon? Luckily I was there with duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. That morning. Oh wait. Well, she's pretty sure that was Powers in that photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. Okay. Press. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, and poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was moving backdrops around and such, so she didn't see the run-through then. Okay, I saw Powers trip and fall. Okay, choose object. Okay, the morning broke one of the props. He sprained his ankle. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking through, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. Okay. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. You have to consider that possibility also. And allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. Okay, no one else went there. Okay, no one else went there. Okay. Present Powers' photo. Okay. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15, 2 p.m. photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 o'clock p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Oh, really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one but 2 people went to the studio that day, yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Eh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. Only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well... She's sus. Yes, very sus. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? Ahem. I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you out. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Oh, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, some other than the Steel Samurai? Or, well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Sigh, I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag. This is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Okay. Every day after I finish... Okay. Let's skip... Come to think of it, couldn't you think of that a little earlier? Classical windbag maneuver, Maya. Might be a useful tactic to remember for use in my future career as a windbag. Find out more about the erased photo. Okay. Wait, Oh, okay, this is the one. Okay. Press. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy. Still samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about one was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? What? Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day, or one was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard if not impossible for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, they already tried to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forgetting vital information this time. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio, I was sleeping, honest. So who is the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone who wanted to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are you gonna do? First we play for more time. We start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Sigh. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Sniff. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Okay, the security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady old bag. Well, what? Whippersnapper? Order, order. Is this true old bag? Old bag? That's Miss Old Bag to you. Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume and slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Well, what? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Okay, press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait, just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? No, that doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Okay, so we're gonna present the spear. Take that! Your Honor. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible, I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Hello, do you remember me? Hi, Jesua Escobar. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Do you watch my Cookie Run videos? Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, I'll testify. Okay, my lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it. See? I was helping you with the cooking machine when you got showed on 8:30. Oh, I see. Yeah, I got past 8:30. So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why didn't you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. This isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Okay, so we're gonna press Wendy on that. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? He should have done something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director, of course? That's why I was surprised that no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. Joined the producer around the lunchtime and had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? Ah. Oh, poop. Dropped my bottle cap. So Studio 2, there was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. I go through the gate and the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witnesses, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people who have just been told of. Who we've just been told of? I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3. But thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Grin. Or should I sniff? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. Maya cute. Yep, she's pretty cute. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back here. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, or without it, my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. Sniff. To be continued. Okay. Oh wait, no. October 18th, Wright and Co. Law Offices. Ew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer, yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Okay. Alright, I need to scroll up here. I guess I scroll down. October 18th to 16 p.m. Global Studios main gate. No one's here right now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. And hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Okay, let's examine stuff. Oh, wait. We need to move. Move outside. October 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are here there today. That's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Okay, let's see. Let's move outside Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This is Studio 2? I thought so. It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are you sure this is a studio? Okay, let's examine stuff. Okay. Oh, whoops. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Examine the building door. Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked. Aw, shucks. Okay, examine side left. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. Okay, examine the vehicle. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. Okay, examine the incinerator. They kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it went fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? An incinerator. Apparently they just put one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Okay, examine the 2 above the gate. There's a big tube painted here. Probably because this is Studio 2, probably, though it doesn't look anything like a studio. Okay, move to the employee area. I'm gonna go back. Move. I'll say studio, main gate. Move to the employee area. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right here and go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna put back the BRB. Okay, yeah, I'll have to go to the bathroom. Okay, I hope you're still here because I'm back. Okay, so we're at the employee area right now. Okay. Look, it's the assistant girl. Hey. Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, welcome back. Thank you. Oh, ho ho ho, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh, oh ho ho. Actually she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right. See you later, then. Good luck with your investigation. Okay, we're going to examine the grate. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain. So it seems I guess they covered up in the hurry. Hey Nick, if that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Rip it open. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes? Oh, hiya. There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. Okay, so we're gonna go back and move to the main gate. Oh, hello. Ho ho, you look a little out of place. In the clothes, it's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Talk. The studios. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? The fanboy. Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. The director et al. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? Or the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if I weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Okay, so we're gonna move to the dressing room. Employee area. Move dressing room. WTF? Who are J00? Oh, wait, what the heck? WTF, who are Jew dudes? Lamau? Haha, wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, blamers. How can you not know the great Salmonella? I make the lead shows, The Steel Samurai Mine, RTFC, read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry, you look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine. Rolling on floor laughing. Wow, okay. This guy talks weird. What is it? You know, on closer inspection... Hi, chaotic good. Yeah, hot, slobber. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume Roxor's drool. Roxor's? Well, what? Hey, you're drooling. Huh? Lol. Buffer overrun pants. You triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me, Pink Princess. The sequel to Steel Samurai, Pink Princess Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Waffle Lamau. The Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like New Old Tokyo? Why we really need to talk about cool. Okay, so we're gonna talk. The day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Well, I know who Jew dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Hey, I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. A T-bone... Oh, there was a unhappy face. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksores. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. The producer. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. Sweats. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. The bigwigs. Who exactly are these bigwigs? People keep mentioning. Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension, sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers, scowl. Sounds like they'll be reliable witnesses. Okay, we're gonna move outside. Main gate. Move outside Studio 1. And then move to Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Crash. Eek! Nick! What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it, if they'll let us. Okay, move to Studio 1 to the studio main gate. Aha! You again. Eek. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, did they? Oh, they did? Okay, whatever. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume, told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could a sweet little lady wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this. Whippersnapper, this old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure talk a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. Okay, talk. The fanboy. About that kid you said you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. The director at all? About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Okay, back. And then we're gonna move to the employee area. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so there's like more people to talk to. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. Maya, hey! Hey, wait. I'll bet he came in right through the drain. Hey, I'm Kiddio. What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Uh-huh, but you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You got to hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again, I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. Okay, talk to Cody. The Steel Samurai. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai. How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. Haha, haha, you can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper on episode 8? Easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kiddio. Watch it. What are they doing? What happened? Say you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yes, I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. What? Wait. Let me go. He's gone. Huh. Something fell off the table when he bumped it into... Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on the way out. A bottle? Why was this standing there, I wonder? Empty bottle found on the table in the employee area. The label reads, sleeping pills. And wait, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Okay, so we need to move to the studio main gate. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Hey. Nick, that was her. So stop, whippersnapper. Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch. Oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Okay, let's examine the security building. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to that trailer in Studio 2. You'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Trailer key. The key tag reads Studio 2 trailer. Okay. And then we're gonna move outside to Studio 2. Okay, we're gonna examine. Oh wait, yeah, examine this way. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great. Let's go in, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Okay, so we're gonna move to the trailer. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Eek. Someone's in here. Names. Our names? Okay. We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And who might you be? Oh, I don't know. Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. Okay, Okay, talk. The day of the crime. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez, script. Excuse me. Script, I'm looking for a script. A script, The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the other day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Ms. Vasquez, it's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV, the nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. The director. About the director, Sal Manella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Sniff. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright. We'll give it to him if we see him. Vasquez memo added to the court record. The memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. Okay, so we're gonna move outside studio 2. And then move outside studio 1. And then move to inside studio 1. I think. Oh wait, the main gate. And then move to the employee area. And then move to the dressing room. Okay, present this to him. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script to episode 13. Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Sweats. Uh-oh, my ass is pwned. If I don't find it, shakes. Nick, it might be quicker to just look at all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Okay. Okay, so I need to move to the employee area. Move to the studio. Move. Wait, I have to go back. Okay, employee area, move. Studio, main gate. Oh, wait. Move outside studio 1. Oh, this is confusing. Alright, move inside studio 1. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find where we need to get out of here. Let's find where we need to and get out of here quick, Nick. Okay, so I'm gonna examine the director chair. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I always wanted to sit in one of these. The director. Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha. Found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Script placed in pocket. A Steel Samurai script. The cover reads episode 13. Okay, move to trailer. Outside studio 1. Move outside studio 2. And then move to the trailer. Okay. I'm gonna present the script to her. Here, we found it. Your script. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big deal? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and the people from the network? Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible why? The path was blocked. The path? Oh wait. Okay, talk about the blocked path. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was after 4 o'clock by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way, but I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? And you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15. That's right. The path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See, goodbye. Mr. Monkey had blocked path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 p.m. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Okay, so we're gonna to go to the studio and then move to the yeah. October 18th, Bright and Cola offices. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You got 1 lead. Mamiya, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right, oh wait. I guess she means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have 1 lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure he can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Okay, so we're gonna move to the studio. October 18th, Global Studios main gate. Huff puff, huff puff, huff puff, huff, huff puff, huff puff, huff puff, huff puff. Oh, what's wrong? Huff puff, with her snapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time. Huff puff. When I can catch him, I huff. Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. Huff puff. I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. Or hostage. The fanboy. What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. Huff puff. Bye. What a violent old lady. The director et al. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart. I don't feel so good. Is she okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. The hostage. What's this about a hostage? Huff huff. When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. Huff huff. He'll come back. Huff huff. For this one. It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that. Good idea, Miss Oldbag. Might I? No. I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything that you might trade with her? A trade? I wonder. Okay, so we're gonna go back. And then we're gonna present the card key. Hey, that's a card. Studio 1? Right. A card key to Studio 1. Huff Puff, I could visit poor Hammer. I like to visit Huff. Oh jeez, the burp. I like to visit. He died. Who? I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag. Studio 1 isn't my turf. Huff Huff. You'll let me borrow it then? If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Enter the card key. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key led to Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? A sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Steel Samurai card. A trading card. Apparently these are really popular with kids these days. Right, I'm off. Okay, there she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. Okay, move. I'm gonna go to the employee area. And then October 18th, Global Studios employee area. Hey. Hey you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name is Cody Hackins. I think he went into the dressing room. Okay, move to the dressing room. October 18th, Global Studios dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out, please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo. And I'm Phoenix, right? Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Cody. The Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the Bob. Huh. Why would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. What happened? So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know anything. Looks like a little persuasion is necessary. Maybe a bribe? Okay, so... we're gonna present these cards. Cody, this looks familiar. Hey, you are, huh? You know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me, but that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Well, what do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are the rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay, move to, okay, so we need to move employee area, move to the studio, and then move to, outside studio 1, and then move to outside studio 2, and then move to the trailer. Okay, October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Oh, hi. Hello. What brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes. The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Okay, so we're gonna talk. The fanboy. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. The surgery lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. The hammer. Are all the posters on the wall here of the hammer? Yes. It's a really terrible loss for the studios, but his popularity has been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened, you mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. What happened? Wait, now you have to tell me what happened with Hammer. I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Okay, so we're gonna present this card. Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, set up one of each card, huh? Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you think I am. I need that card. But please, I beg you. Please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a, huh? It's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? Well, what's everyone getting so excited about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she wants the, trading card. Choose trade. Okay, let's trade. Okay. Really? No thanks. Then this is for you. Herb card. An ultra rare premium. Steel Samurai collectible card. Very valuable. Yahoo. And there she goes. Doesn't do good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm gonna move outside studio 2, move to outside studio 1, then I'm gonna move to the studio main gate, and then I'm gonna move to the employee area, and then I'm gonna move to the dressing room. Okay, so then I'm gonna talk to... Wait, I need to present the card to him. See this card? Yeah, so wait. That's it. That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Okay, so I think I was missing the first part, like the first scene. So I'm not sure what really happened, but guess we'll follow along with the story. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw it in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information. Ah, you sure? Fine by me. Herb card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If we know something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. Okay, percent... Oh wait, no, okay, Choose his fighting skills. Oh wait. Talk. Oh, the Steel Samurai. Okay. So you like the Steel Samurai. He's so cool. I guess you're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions and his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh me, yeah. I love the Steel Samurai. So tell me about your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. His fighting skills. Got to think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, with Sam. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out. It's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. With Sam. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check this out. My new digital camera. That's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Wanna hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you. After Glory received contains photos of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. What happened? You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice, you have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. What you saw. Cody, I need to ask you something. Very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come in through the woods out back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that, what is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used the samurai spear. Just like always, one shot, one kill. It happened so fast. I got scared. I went home after that. Oh, I see. It must have been very hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's obvious you're not speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure that this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. The only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit it's kind of a shock, but if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wow. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads, and now we have a serious handicap in court. Well, what are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa. Come on to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. Oh, okay. No. Okay, so there's the trial. Let me go down. October 19, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Oh hey, today's the 19th. Mr. Wright? Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yes, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked and evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix. We have to find something. Oh, we have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present in the studios. Today, we'd like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be the producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai noob rolling floor laughing. So Salmonella, I'm the director. Television. Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right, she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Witness testimony, the day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else had lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting with the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination the day of the murder. I was at the studios from 9 o'clock that morning. Okay, skip. Okay, so we're gonna press him on this. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What did you want? Sweats. When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on your table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Had a good call, Sweat. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drool. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Okay, we were in the meeting around 4 p.m. During the meeting, I'm pretty sure no one left the chairs. Okay, so let's press it. Press him on that. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. Sweats. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, rolling on floor laughing. What? Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I called on the witness to testify the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Heh 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 heh. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Okay, the break. Yeah, FWIW, we took a break, rolling on floor laughing, but it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. There's not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, laughing aloud. That's only just enough time to eat T-bone steak if you ask me, Steams. I don't think it would even be enough time. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination, the break. Okay. Press. What time exactly did you take the break? I say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30, that's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. There's only 15 minutes. That's only in base 12. Okay, I'm gonna press him on this. What is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Okay, he said there was not enough time to murder. And then, haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in this trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? No, it's impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go into the studio in that time. Haha, I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you at least had inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Monkey had barred the way. At around 12:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. Oh, Mr. Monkey? It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court opinion on this case is as follows. We found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regard to this photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for the recess. October 19, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia, if everyone in that trailer has an alibi? I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks, Sniff. Okay, Phoenix, this one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just cause you're all grown up? Oh shoot. Accidentally pressed it. Cody. Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Murph. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops, you want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I prefer bearded gentlemen. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera, a new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Okay. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Witness's testimony. Witness's account. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I followed a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked my eyes right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its oh, okay, I didn't read that last part. But be gentle, remember you're talking to a child. Oh yeah, cross-examination. This kid is tougher than most adults we see here, honestly. Cross-examination witnesses account. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna skip to where he's talking about the camera. Okay. This is the part. Okay. Present Cody's camera. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand all that? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, I was putting the pressure on too much. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody, what? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera, and you did use the camera. Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Okay, what I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Cross-examination, what I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me. Okay, then the bad guy stopped moving. Okay, and then we'll press on that. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch and a samurai chop and a samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Wait to see what happens or press him harder. Okay, press him harder. Cody. Well, what? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yeah, you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, Mr. Wright. How could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. You have to ascertain that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't we watch the climax of this fight? Show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? We're gonna present the camera. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey, Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You gotta think we're picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero. Not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. Having just received your camera, you weren't used to it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. We're right. Mia means business, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that Cody Hatkins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Okay, no photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyways. Cross-examination, no photo? Yeah, you're... okay, I'm gonna skip. Okay, that's all that happened, so I'm gonna press him on that. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Yeah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something that I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hatkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey, Bullseye. Oh, Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hatkins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Okay. Present. Okay. Oh, shoot. I took a few shots. So I missed it, so I took a few shots. Okay, present the path of glory. Okay, present. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Oh right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow with Zan. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hatkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai men were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I understand. Oh wait, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why is there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Let's see. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of the only reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way. No. It is impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. You couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. War. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wow. Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? The Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jackhammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, had Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. Now remember what Miss Oldback said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he stuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Huh, me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, photo on my digital camera. What? Show us quick. No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now, sniff. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like the proof that we needed. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it. Phoenix, that photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. Well, what? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. And the inconsistency in the photo. Okay. Choose the number 2. Okay.
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Right, I draw your attention to the number on the gate. The number? Yeah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1. Your Honor, correct? Ah. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in the photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Okay. Here, at Studio 2, I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant to the murder that took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there. Okay, the trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Sal Manella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Sal Manella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in that trailer could have committed this murder. They were the ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Mr. Oldback saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. The Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume, then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof of the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Not that they're so surprised suddenly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Okay, sleeping pills. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check the bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by old bag may have been the victim jackhammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. October 19, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. And me too. Really? You both seem so confident? Yeah, maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. The dead? Ho ho, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Alright, thanks, Sniff. To be continued. Okay, I think I'm gonna save here. We're still on episode 3. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I already saved. And then I'm gonna exit. Because it's getting late. Wait, options. Wait, okay. Oh, J, title screen. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna exit the game. Yes. Okay, I hope everyone liked the stream. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream early. I don't know. Okay, bye everyone.